Welcome to Millionaire Coin Finds, where pocket change turns into a fortune. Money bag. If you love rare coins, shocking values, and unbelievable finds, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and see which coins could make you rich today. Magnifying glass. Tilted left sparkles. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures sitting in plain sight inside American coin collections. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising and overlooked coins in U.S. history, the Jefferson nickel from the year 1973. Don't let its 5-cent face value fool you, because this proof-set coin could actually be worth an absolute fortune if it's in the right condition. By the end of this video, you'll learn just how valuable this 1973 Jefferson nickel can be, and trust me, you won't believe the final number. The Jefferson nickel has been part of American pockets and purses since 1938, and for decades it has quietly represented both everyday spending and collectible beauty. By 1973, the U.S. Mint was producing proof sets out of San Francisco, striking coins with polished dies, mirror-like surfaces, and razor-sharp details meant for collectors rather than circulation. These proof coins weren't just ordinary nickels, they were crafted to perfection, designed to shine under the light, and treasured by serious collectors. On the obverse of the 1973 Jefferson nickel, you'll see the classic profile of Thomas Jefferson, America's third president and author of the Declaration of Independence. His bold portrait is paired with the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty," along with the date 1973, all struck in sharp clarity that only proof coins can deliver. Flip the coin over, and you're greeted by Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia home, captured with intricate detail that seems almost like a tiny work of art. The mirrored fields and frosted design of these proof nickels make them some of the most visually stunning coins of the 1970s. But what truly makes the 1973 Jefferson nickel from a proof set so special is its rarity in high grades. Over the years, countless proof sets have been cracked open, coins have been mishandled, and flawless examples have become incredibly difficult to find. Collectors in the United States are constantly searching for the highest grades, especially those certified as Proof 70 Deep Cameo by grading companies like PCGS and NGC. When a coin reaches that level of perfection, the price shoots up dramatically at auction. There's also another exciting layer: error coins. Some 1973 proof nickels show striking errors, doubling, or unique minting flaws that make them one of a kind. These rare mistakes instantly grab the attention of coin collectors and investors, since error-proof coins are extremely scarce. Combine a minting error with a top-grade proof strike, and you have a recipe for serious money. Now let's talk about collector demand. The Jefferson nickel series has one of the most loyal collector bases in all of U.S. numismatics. People love building full sets, and finding rare proof examples like the 1973 nickel is a challenge that drives competition. That demand, paired with limited surviving numbers in perfect condition, is what makes this coin so incredibly valuable today. So, the big question: how much is a 1973 Jefferson nickel from the proof set really worth? Well, if you happen to own one in flawless proof condition, or even better, one graded as a perfect Proof 70 Deep Cameo, you're looking at an astounding value of $113,000 to $175,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. A 5-cent coin that most people would ignore in change could instead be worth more than luxury cars, more than college tuition, and even more than a house in some parts of America. This is why coin hunting and collecting proof nickels can be so rewarding. You never know what hidden treasure you might be holding. So check your proof sets, look closely at your 1973 Jefferson nickels, and don't underestimate the value of American coins. If today's story is going to blow your mind. We're talking about a legendary piece of American coinage, the 1981 Lincoln Wheat penny from a proof set, a coin so rare, so beautifully made, and so sought after that it could turn a humble 1-cent piece into a collector's dream worth an unbelievable amount of money. Now, you might be thinking, wait, 1981? That doesn't sound that old. True, but here's where things get really interesting. The 1981 proof penny is not your ordinary coin. This was the final chapter of an era, the last year before the U.S. Mint transitioned to using a new mint mark style and prepared for major composition changes. It was a turning point in modern coinage, and the proof pennies from this year have become icons in the world of collectors. The Lincoln Wheat penny has always been one of America's most cherished designs, honoring one of the greatest presidents in U.S. history, Abraham Lincoln. His portrait on the obverse side represents honesty, leadership, and resilience. On the reverse, the classic wheat ears symbolize growth, prosperity, and the hard-working spirit of America. Even though the design changed later on, this 1981 proof version preserves that timeless look, struck with absolute perfection. Let's talk about how special these proof set coins really are. Proof coins aren't just minted, they're crafted. Each proof penny from 1981 was struck multiple times on carefully polished dies, resulting in that mirror-like background and razor-sharp detail that makes collectors fall in love at first glance. The deep, reflective fields and frosted design contrast make these coins shimmer like jewels under the light. The U.S. Mint produced these proof sets in extremely limited quantities, meaning not everyone had access to them, and finding one today in flawless, untouched condition is like finding buried treasure. But here's the twist: among these already limited 1981 proof pennies, a select few stand out even more. Some of them were struck with slight die variations, doubling effects, or minting inconsistencies, giving them unique features that no other coin possesses. These rare varieties are what collectors call Holy Grail coins, and they can sell for unimaginable prices at auctions. Imagine a small imperfection during minting that actually makes your coin more valuable. That's the magic of error coins. Now, picture this: a perfect proof penny, still shining like it did over 40 years ago, resting inside its original proof set, untouched by human hands. The edges sharp, the strike flawless, and the color still gleaming with that original copper-red brilliance. That's the kind of condition that gets collectors excited, and drives up the price like you wouldn't believe. As the years go by, these coins are becoming scarcer and scarcer. Many proof sets were opened, coins were mishandled, and some were even lost. That's why finding a 1981 Lincoln Wheat penny in pristine, mirror-finish condition is like uncovering a lost relic from a golden age of U.S. minting. The scarcity, the story, and the craftsmanship all combine to make it a coin collector's fantasy come true. Collectors in the United States are constantly searching online for rare proof pennies, valuable Lincoln cents, and coins worth money, and this 1981 proof penny fits every one of those searches perfectly. It's one of those coins that turns heads at every coin show, with buyers and sellers competing to get their hands on the best examples. When certified by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC, these proof pennies can reach astonishing prices that shock even seasoned numismatists. So, the next time you come across an old proof set from the early 1980s, take a close look. That shiny little penny inside might not just be another coin, it could be your ticket to a life-changing discovery. Because some 1981 Lincoln Wheat pennies from proof sets have been valued between $113,000 and $168,000, yes, you heard that right, a single penny that once held just 1 cent of value could now be worth as much as a brand new luxury car or even a down payment on a dream home. So don't overlook those old proof coins lying around in your drawer or inherited collection. That small coin could be your lucky treasure, the one that changes everything. We're talking about one of the most incredible and highly sought-after coins in American history, the 1962 Lincoln Wheat penny from a proof set. This coin might look simple, but don't be fooled, this little piece of copper could be worth a mind-blowing fortune if you're lucky enough to have the right one. The year 1962 was an unforgettable chapter in U.S. coinage. It was a time when the United States Mint was at the height of producing coins with absolute precision and beauty. The country was booming, President John F. Kennedy was in office, and American pride was reflected even in the smallest details, including its coins. The Lincoln Wheat penny, already loved for decades, continued to represent the nation's strength, hard work, and determination. But the proof versions of the 1962 penny? Those were something special, coins made not for circulation, but for collectors who appreciated perfection. Now, let's talk about why these proof coins are so different from the ordinary 1962 pennies you might find in old jars or drawers. Proof coins are struck multiple times using carefully polished dies, creating that deep mirror-like background and frosted design that makes every detail stand out. The 1962 proof Lincoln wheat penny is a true masterpiece, sharp, glossy, and dazzling under the light. When you look at it, you can see the fine craftsmanship that went into making it. The U.S. Mint used high-quality planchets and the best technology available at the time to create something that looked more like a piece of jewelry than just a coin. On the front, you see the strong and confident profile of Abraham Lincoln, the beloved 16th President of the United States. Every curve of his face, every strand of his hair, and the elegant lettering around him was struck with unmatched detail. Flip it over, and you'll find the two iconic wheat stalks that frame the words, 1 cent. These wheat ears symbolize prosperity, agriculture, and the American spirit of growth, values that continue to define this country. The design is so timeless that collectors still consider it one of the most beautiful coin designs ever made. Now, here's where the excitement really begins. Among the 1962 proof set coins, there are some that have unique minting varieties or subtle errors, things like doubled lettering, die breaks, or unusual shine patterns. These small differences can make your coin stand out from thousands of others. Collectors go crazy for these rare traits because they know that even the tiniest variation can make the value skyrocket, and when a 1962 proof Lincoln wheat penny is found in perfect, uncirculated, mirror finish condition, especially when graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, the prices can reach levels that most people wouldn't even believe. These coins are like hidden gems that have been sleeping for decades, quietly waiting to be discovered by someone who recognizes their true value. Think about it, a coin that was minted over 60 years ago, carefully sealed in its proof set, untouched by human hands, perfectly preserved with that flawless deep cameo finish. The fields are so reflective you can see your own reflection, and the frosted design elements look almost three-dimensional. That's the kind of coin collectors dream about. And when one of these flawless 1962 proof pennies hits the auction block, it can command an absolutely staggering price. Over the years, collectors have paid incredible amounts for these proof coins, and the demand keeps rising. Fewer of them exist in top condition today, which makes the surviving ones even more valuable. Every year that passes, the number of pristine examples drops, and the prices just keep climbing higher. So if you've got a 1962 Lincoln wheat penny sitting in an old proof set or coin album, it's time to take a closer look. You might be holding one of the rarest and most valuable proof coins in U.S. history. Because in today's collector market, a 1962 proof Lincoln wheat penny in perfect condition could be worth between $113,000 and $175,000. Yes, you heard that right, that small copper coin, once worth just a single cent, could now be worth more than a luxury car, more than college tuition, even more than some houses. It's the kind of discovery that turns an ordinary day into a moment you'll never forget. So before you dismiss those old proof coins tucked away in a drawer or inherited from a relative, go check them carefully. You never know, your 1962 Lincoln wheat penny might just be your golden ticket to a fortune. If you enjoyed this video and love learning about rare pennies worth money, valuable US coins, and proof coins that can make you rich, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next big coin discovery. Every coin tells a story, and your next find could change your life forever. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy collecting, treasure hunters.